Alright. So, Chapter 3 starts today. And guess what? We got our midterms coming up. I think. Oh boy, let's go. Oh, and in terms of other off-stream, oh, midterms. Oh, rainy day.
It was the middle of June.
Oh, hey, new chapter narration.
With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista.
Wait, in May? Hey, it's the professor guy.
With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life.
For now. Oh, I tried to click through this? Yeah.
But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload,
Uh-huh.
a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
Wait, oh shit.
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams. I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much.
Thanks, instructor.
But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway.
Oh my god.
I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Wait, hey. Hey.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand a bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you, if you think it would help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weakness is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a surprise to anyone. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. I can aid you that if you like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help me revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Look at these guys just all working together. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, Huh? I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in, private. I'll see you all later. What's Laura... Wait, what is she so embarrassed about? Wait a second. Huh, what's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at at fee. Aw. Hey, Reen. Huh? What is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. The day before the exams is a free day. When you run out of bond, oh no. Oh no. You can't do this to me. No. What do you mean? I only have 3. No. You can't do this to me. Oh, you can't do this to me. Oh. Okay, we'll decide on this later. We're gonna go through the usual sweep and talk to everyone. Oh, excuse me. Everyone's so absorbed in studying for their midterms. I don't think anyone would call my grades amazing, so maybe I should start doing the same. If my parents' threats are to be believed, the fate of my allowance depends on it. Oh, Ferris. Studying? For exams? Huh! Surely you jest. Excellent grades come naturally to me. There's no need for something as common as studying. That's just the nature of nobility after all. We have gifts that mere commoners cannot fathom. But you've got pencil marks all over your hands. Your imagination is playing tricks on you. If you let it lead you any further, you might imply that I've been studying in secret just to show Elisa up. Okay, hold on. I need to get the mic real quick. Sorry about that. Ah, the boys are studying here. Oh, isn't this Mint? Oh my god. You might not have noticed, but I'm an orbital science whiz. My dad's a Rhineford employee, and he always used to help me study. Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good about these exams. I can't wait to get a perfect score and surprise Uncle Markov. Did I Makarov. Markov? Okay. I was like, wait, did I read that wrong? I was like... my brain switched the letters around. The music room is actually a great place to study during the test period. It's so quiet. I invited Alan along to study with me, but he turned me down. Maybe he really is trying to avoid me. Aww. I just don't understand why he's being like this. We used to get along so well in Sunday school. I wonder if something happened. Aw, no. Alan, you sure you don't want to study with Bridget? I mean, she definitely went out of her way to ask you and everything. I don't need her help. Let's hurry up and get back to the dorm so we don't get soaked. Sure. I'm not asking Bridget for help. I can study for midterms on my own just fine, thanks. Just say you like her, dude. What's with Alan? That Bridget girl seemed pretty close to him for a noble. These sweets are delicious, Nicholas. It's always helpful to eat something sweet while you study, so I thought I should make my own. Don't eat too many though, or you'll end up too energized to concentrate. Got it. Nothing tops having a classmate you can count on. At times like these, there's no better way to get your brain going than eating something sweet. That said, I might want to start studying soon. I didn't know it was possible, but Nicholas has somehow gotten even better at cooking. Maybe I should ask him to cook something I can share with the meal. Oh my god, this girl's still... You're still sculpting the same goddamn thing! Is there really any need to study for those tests? It should be easy enough to get a decent grade without the panic scramble to study. That's quite the climb. I go to the classes, it shouldn't be too hard to get a decent grade. So instead of wasting my time cramming, I'm going to focus on my art. Nothing if not dedicated. Hey, look at that! We got our own umbrella. Oh my god. That rain effect that they attached to the umbrella just to show the water like piling up and dripping down. Well, about the dripping down part, but oh my god. Wait, why is there a cutscene with the occult club girl? I love the rain. Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't even need to study thanks to a special little trick of mine. Page 44 will be on our oral science exam. This is certain. This is fate. You're just making things up now. But what if she does have some sort of super special powers? I mean, it couldn't hurt to study that page just in case. What the fuck? So, wait. So this is how they're gonna impact your midterm performance? So I'm assuming, and you know, anyone can jump in and correct me on this or confirm this for me. So on the first playthrough, you cannot get top marks simply because you don't have bond points to study with everyone in order to touch up the subject that you want. So you would need New Game Plus, because I've heard that New Game Plus you get more bond points to basically read everything. Oh boy. Bro. Oh my, so you really do gotta talk to everyone, holy shit. I can't fucking believe it. Principal. First years may not be used to them, but midterms are important examinations that determine your academic future. They test not only your general attitude toward your lessons, but the effort you put in before and after said lessons too. In other words, they exist for you to display just what you've learned ever since you enrolled here. Stay attentive and give them your all. Yes, sir. Midterms finally begin tomorrow. Blah blah blah. Dude, he is so tall compared to Rian. Oh, it is about. Oh, it is the metal stuff. Dude, Makarov, should you really be smoking in fucking doors? You probably know this already, but the faculty lounge is off limits while exams are going on. If you want to see a teacher, you gotta knock on the door and ask. You got something you want to ask me? Wait. Huh. Excuse me. I've actually got an orbital science question to ask you. Figures. Show me what's got you stumped. I'll get you up to speed. Knowledge of oral science. Bro, like, at least tell me. Oh, trick to Mary. Oh my god. These will be your very first midterms, won't they? I have to admit, I'm a little nervous too. This is the first time I've come up with questions for them. You should be fine as long as you study up on everything we've covered in class. Don't be afraid to ask questions either. Ask. Well, there were a couple of art history things I needed cleared up actually. Oh my, a student really is really relying on me for help. What a pleasant surprise. Art evolved in very complex ways during the Middle Ages, you see. Increased art. Feel free to pop in if you have any other questions. I'll do everything I can to help you resolve whatever issues you may have. Such is my duty as an instructor after all. I know this is the first examination period for you first years, but try not to let it get to you. Your studies here are merely meant to shape your future and provide you with unforeseen possibilities. No pressure. As tough as the exams might seem, just put your all into them and everything should work out in the end. Everything... I'll put my all into this C. Our midterms are really closing in. I'm more afraid of the exam period being over than the exams themselves. When it's all over, I'll have to start going to the swimming club practice again. Never mind, just ignore me, please. I'm planning on studying in the cafe in town today. Hopefully that'll keep my mind on the midterms and off everything else. Oh, what's going on with her in the swim club? I know that Laura was teaching her, but I guess like she was having like this whole inferiority like complex thing about like her not being as good as or naturally talented as Laura. That's really eating away at her, isn't it? I should probably be making my way home soon too. But first, I have a report to make to Principal Van Dyke. Exams begin tomorrow. I wish you all the very best of luck. Might I escort you home, mademoiselle? We can stroll along, safely tucked under the same umbrella as the raindrops perform their emotional, percussive concert. Dude, oh my fucking god, dude, man. Just where's Blue Blanc when you need him? These two would be lovely together. Or Olivia, probably. Or Oliver, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline your clearly selfless offer. Because I'll be studying for our midterms right here. I might think about if you manage to score better than me on these midterms. You always seem to be just below me. Damn! As curt as always, I see. But I must ask, mademoiselle, would it not break your heart to see me sharing an umbrella with another fine lady? My heart would be fine. In fact, it'd feel better if you did. It strains credulity to imagine that anyone would forget their umbrella during such an extended period of rain. So he's doing all this because he just doesn't want to get soaked by the rain because he forgot his umbrella. Master Vincent has always been one to defy expectations, however. Vincent, you are goddamn hopeless, my man. Rainy days are so lovely. They truly are a blessing for flowers and crops. Thank you, Adios. Oh, wait, what? See, the sight of the raindrops on the leaves is enough to cleanse one's heart. Okay. Yo, Kenneth! Oh, looks like you've become a brown angler. That's proof you've been really racking up the catches. I think you've got the potential to go pretty far. Yeah, about that. I don't really get what these titles mean. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, now that you're a brown angler, you can trade your points for some new stuff. There's even a new fishing rod available this time. Oh, you get your new fishing rods by upgrade. Oh, okay, it's a good thing that I've been going fishing then. Fine by me. It'd be a waste to miss out on a chance to get some better tools. Deluxe rod, yo! Wait, say to you. Attacks or crafts can mute or freeze. Ooh, give me that. That is okay. Huh. Alright, time to go fishing. Is fishing on the midterms? Alright. Let me at him.
Caught one.
Ooh, 50. And
What even is this?
Yep.
What even is this? Not bad.
Yep. He's like, hey Rain, shouldn't you be studying for the midterms? I am.
Caught one.
Gray crab. Huh. Apparently I fished here before, or fished that one up before. Let's do a sweep of the campus first. Rainy days are great, especially since you can always find great material once the rain stops. It never fails. Speaking of, a beautiful black cat strolled by just a little while ago. A black cat on a rainy day makes for some choice material too. Who would waste a day like this studying for midterms? There's far more material out there for me to simply ignore its call. Black cat, huh? It must be terribly cold in the stables right now due to this downpour. Fear not, Woodcomb. I'm coming to save you. He's certainly passionate. Oh, you're one of Eustace's classmates. Ha ha ha! Enjoy your studying. I, for one, have a dear friend to rescue from the wily jaws of nature itself. Okay, have fun, dude. Dang. Oh, good grief. I pity anyone unlucky enough to be caught on this downpour. Better go make sure that everything in the auditorium stays rust-free. Gonna be some tough work, but at least I don't have exams to study for. Heh heh heh. Your exams kick off tomorrow, right? Well, good luck with them. It'd put a smile on my face to see all you students get good grades. Sister Ornella was gracious enough to offer me help with my studies. She does so much for me without expecting anything in return. I really do appreciate her kindness. There happen to be a few subjects that I'm not entirely confident about, so I felt that I should take her up on her offer. Wait. So if I go out... Okay, yeah, so you can't go on to town. Oh. Shut it, Hugo. Oh, wait, alright. She's the one with the country accent. I don't know how to do country accents or whatever. I'm not taking... Okay, wait. I'm not taking any advice for you. I can memorize everything in one go the night before. Becky, you won't be able to remember anything that way. Trick to memorization is to study up just before you go to bed. When you wake up, you review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it. You should try it too, Reed. Might as well give it a shot. Thanks. You've learned an efficient new memorization method. Yeah. I'm working today as well. I just need to do a wee bit of cramming the day before and I'll be sorted. Last thing I'm doing is taking advice from Hugo. This is so hard, Teresia. Help me. Oh, come now, don't give up so quickly. The two of us will get through these together, one by one. You really are hopeless when it comes to studying, aren't you? Gee, thanks for the reminder. Gotta admit, I'm pretty bad at telling myself just to sit down and study. Fortunately, I got Teresia, to help me out. The difference between the way she's acting now and her reliable persona at the lacrosse club captain is rather funny. I think Elisa and Ferris's perception of her will be shattered if they saw her like this. I haven't had any time to read I haven't had any time to read anything fiction with our exam starting tomorrow. Can you imagine how it feels to be separated from your true love? These exams need to end so I can get back to reading. Which fiction are you talking about? Recommended reading corner. Ooh. Okay, we'll read this later. We'll read this before or after we talk to all the NPCs. And before we do any bond related stuff. Or study related stuff, I guess. Oh, hello there. Did you come along to review some of what we covered in class? Actually, I was just passing by. Oh, come now. There's no need to be shy, not when it comes to history. Let's get started, shall we? Why don't we go over every little thing that might possibly come up on your exam? This sounds like it could be helpful, if I can actually stay awake. Increase your knowledge of Erebonian history. Brown liquid. Guess who stumbled upon an interesting book while he was returning his teaching materials? It's entitled Truth Behind Saint Sandlot and weighs in at a whopping 380 pages. Hahaha, Reed, do you care to join me for an enjoyable read? Well, gee, I'd love to, but I'm so busy with studying that I really must be off now. Sorry. Oh, well, I know. I'll have the students who fail their exams come join me for a live reading of the entire book. I can't imagine a better way to bring the material to life. That should ensure that it sticks with them for the next time. Adios, if I must fail an exam, please don't let it be Erebonian history. Oh! A book entitled Political Economics, a primer, sits primely on the shelf. So when there are points of interest on like random shelves or things of interest on shelves, they will mark it with a shiny thing. Okay, or with a sparkle. Also, don't mind me, I need to start drinking this thing real quick. Whoop. Or something like I got watermelon juice, but it was like frozen, so it's basically like a slushy more than a cup of juice. Hold on. The worst part of taking like fruit drinks out of the freezer like this, or just any drinks out of the freezer, condensation just gets everywhere. Once it starts like piling up. Given the subject matter, this book seems really accessible. This would probably make for a good refresher. Increase your knowledge of political economics. Well. Oh, a book on horse riding is not what I should be reading right now. I gotta study for my exams, not horses. I can't wait to show those upper class students up. I hear Eustace is no slouch in the grades department either. Even better, I'll study really hard and show him up too. Wait, can I angle the... What are you doing here? I know cats don't like the rain, but... Eh. Wait, how the cat managed to get in here? I guess it must have been looking for somewhere to get out of the rain. Actually, I have some fresh milk on me. Should I give her some? Wait! Wait! That's a thing? Bro! Give her fresh milk. Yeah. Man, that is a smug cat if I ever saw one. She seems so happy. Maybe I'll bring her something. Maybe I'll bring her some more another time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and this is the first time we've fed her, or at least like, fed her milk. Cause like in all the other ones, we haven't seen that black cat anywhere else where we could offer her milk. Nice to see you, Irene. We have private study areas available if you need one. You can find them up on the far end of the second floor. You'll find all sorts of reference books on the bookshelves too. They should prove rather useful, I think. There's a famous saying about days like these. Margaritas always go down smoothest in the rain. No! No! That's not how any of this works! That's why I'm so tantalizing when the dark clouds roll in. But just look, don't touch. I think I've hit my limit. Okay! Time to run the fuck away. Man, all the cute girls keep chasing me off since they don't want to be bothered while they're studying. What's the point of being on edge this late in the game? You know, you either know something or you don't. Cramming now is a waste of time. Oh my god, this guy. Any new stuff? Everywhere you look, there's someone with their nose in a book and their notes at the ready. Well, this cafeteria is a place for you students, so I'm not going to stop anyone from studying here. I'll be happy to pour you some lemon tea if you get tired too. Oh yeah, wait. Oh, Imperial Chronicle! Every student's least favorite time of year is finally upon us. Well, one of them anyway. Don't think for a second. You're gonna make it through this with decent grades just by praying to Adios. Adios only helps those who help themselves, which means you gotta do a whole lot of study. It's no fun, but it's part of life. Good luck. I'm sure your hard work will pay off in the end. Probably. Oh yeah, it's the twins! Studying is so boring. But reading here might make things interesting. In fact, I got a great idea. Why don't we have a little Q&A competition? Every time someone gets a question wrong, they have to take off an article of clothing. I'm in! Seriously? I'm not doing that. Never in a million years. Oh, okay, I guess we won't be studying at all then. But that's not what I meant. As long as everyone keeps their clothes on, I'm fine with helping you two study. It'd probably help me too. Study material that might be on the exam! What's the material? Yes! Come on, Vivi. Wait, it? Least pretend? Come on! I mean, I know that the Trails games have a lot of text to them, but come on! At least pretend to take this seriously. I know that you're not exactly the shining star of the education system. It's fine. Because you're such a good sister, you'll switch places with me during the exam. Says who? Sometimes I wonder why I even bother. I'm pretty excited for our results to get posted. I always try to ensure that the cafeteria's menu stays healthy and well balanced. This should be a good place to eat while you get ready for your exams. I recommend the fish. They say it's good for your memory. Well, do you have any on the menu, sir? Man, what's the point in studying? You guys want to go to the fencing club, damn it? Ugh. Man, you always seem like this when it comes to exam season. Can't really say I disagree though. The sooner we're done with our exams, the sooner we can get back to our clubs. All we can do is make sure they don't end too painfully. Yeah, gotcha. Hello, you too. Feeling confident about these midterms, Dorothy? I never have a problem with classical studies or literature. In fact, I'm very excited for classical studies. Letting my fantasies take over as I study works wonders, for instance. How could I ever forget the star-crossed knights whose love-hate relationship took a tragic turn with— oh my— she's blending in history with her lucky yaoi fanfics. Hey, you're getting all starry-eyed. I should probably be worrying about myself right now. Guess I'll head back to the dorm and get to studying. Come to think of it, Instructor Thomas gives me some of those vibes. He's so touchy-feely with the other male instructors. Oh, okay. Alright. We had a match against the upper class chess club just before the exam started. And you know what? We won! All thanks to Machias. It was every bit as good as I expected him to be. I wasn't exactly what you call helpful in the last match, so I'm trying to learn new strategies while I'm studying. Machias is really good, but it'd be unfair if I didn't at least try to pull my weight. I'll look for a sparkly. Oh wait, can we look at the— oh man, it'd be cool if you can look into the crystal orb and stuff. Oh. Hello, you two. No sparklies in here. Okay, we'll read the... Oh, actually, I'm really curious about using bomb point there. We're about to begin a study session for the upper class students in the salon. Only the finest minds have been invited. Naturally, this includes a number of second years as well. It's hard to imagine a better group to study with. Had you accepted my offer, Schwarzer, you would have been able to join us. Though I suppose there's little point in telling you about it now. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but good luck with your studies. Fine. I hope you're just as eager to see the results of the test as I am. Class 1 will be standing atop the rest of the school, just as we should be. Okay. Alright, student union time. Oh no, not student union, the engineering building time. Never mind. Instructor Sarah, you got any anything to talk about? Oh, instructor, were you checking out the old schoolhouse? Yep, just quick peek inside though. You'll be pleased to know there don't seem to have been any major changes since last month. I'm totally fine with that. At least that means we can just focus on studying for our midterms then. I really would like to know what's going on with this building though. Well, whether we ever find out or not all depends on your investigations. Still, I think you guys are edging closer to whatever that truth may be. And you almost seem ready to start using combat links at a more advanced level too. What advanced level? You mean there's more? Oh, your Arc students still have plenty of little tricks and features hidden away. The greater the awareness of your link partner, the more effective your combat link will be. But don't take my word for it. Try it out during your next investigation. Sure? I really don't know what she's trying to get at. Just try not to think about the old schoolhouse for now. Last thing I need is the vice principal breathing down my neck because you didn't do well on your midterms. Chances are they might even stop the investigations to make you guys focus more on your studies too. Ugh. Then I'd never find out what's going on with the old schoolhouse. Guess I better get back to studying. Attaboy, hit those books. Alright. And now we need to check out the gymnasium. Although... Swimming club. Okay, so like that's not even open at all. Okay. Okay. So we got 1, 2, or actually I'm not sure if they'll do the bond points in terms of the pair you go with. I'm assuming they'll do this in pairs. So if they do this in pairs, and out of the 3 we have, we got Elisa and Laura. We got Crow and the other engineering guy. We got Fee and Emma. The class president with that one bike girl. I forget her name already. We have Elliot and Machias, Eustace and Gaius. So we can only go with half of them. And 4 out of the 6 are our party members. Man, okay, I'm really interested with Elisa and Laura, and also Fia and Emma. But man, now I gotta pick the last one between the boys. Wait, I forget. Who did I choose during... Wait, what's my... Well, actually, wait. I think I can gauge this by checking my... Wait, hold on. Okay, that's weird. So Machias and Eustace and Emma, I guess. Like, if we're talking about evenly splitting this, it would have to be with Machias, Eustace, and then Emma. Oh, but no, you can't make me pick between the boys. Come on, you're gonna give me 4 out of 6 here. No, look, I'm gonna pick. Okay, look, I'm gonna pick Elisa and Laura. Assuming as pairs they count as one. I'm pretty sure since they're studying together. So, yeah, I'm really gonna have to pick between Elliot and Eustace's group. Okay, so I believe Eustace and Gaius, they wanted military science or whatever. Elliot and Machias were reviewing math. I'm going to assume Fee is going to go over some, like... Actually, no, wait. Oh, no, because Gaius also wanted help with Erebonian history because he's a foreigner. Okay. Oh, whoops. No, I don't want to go on the rain. Okay, but let's get... Okay, hold on. I think I'll go with Eustace and Gaius. So, okay, here's how we'll do it. We'll go with we'll go read Crow, the council president, and Elliot, and then we'll reload. Or no, it'll automatically advance if we use all 3. But yeah, we'll reload before we use the 3rd point, and after we've read the 3rd scene, and then we'll commit for the other 3. So that's how we'll do it. Yeah. Was there anything I'm forgetting that I said I wanted to do before this? Academy Field. Oh! Wait, yeah. I said I wanted to read the book about sports. Wait, let me mute my mic again. Alright. Also, wait, let me double check something. Okay. Now I got that out of my way. Okay. It's time for sports beyond tradition. So in modern times, we frequently encounter the word sports, a collective term for all forms of competitive physical activity. To the extent that it is hard to imagine that an era might have existed where Erebonians were unfamiliar with the word. And yet, 100 years ago, this was exactly the case. The Erebonian Empire has historically valued scholarship and the martial arts. As such, swordsmanship, horsemanship, and falconry have always been popular. But these are not just sports, but instead serve more of a traditional, cultural purpose. However, in recent years, competitive sports played according to a list of agreed-upon rules have begun to gain popularity, differing with the martial arts of the past, which focused simply on defeating one's opponent. Here, I would like to introduce a number of popular sports. Fencing, a sport which has grown out of the traditional swordsmanship of the past. 3 varieties of weapons are used: foil, épée, and saber, Protective clothing is also used in matches to ensure the safety of participants. Horse racing and polo, a competitive racing sport which has its origins in traditional horsemanship, sometimes involving obstacles. The addition of gambling elements to the sport at race courses is a relatively recent practice. Polo is a sport played on horseback, in which players use a long mallet to knock a wooden ball into the opposing team's goal to score a point. Competitive swimming, both a sport and recreational activity, which has its origins in the swimming practice of the past. Competitive swimming also includes several other separate sports, including water polo and diving. 4 major styles of swimming exist: freestyle, breaststroke, backstroke, and butterfly. Tennis and lacrosse. Both are relatively recent additions to the sporting world, rapidly gaining in popularity even in Erebonia. Professional championships are now held regularly. Both use implements designed specifically for that sport, a racket for tennis and a cross for lacrosse, and involve a ball. But other than that, the two sports differ completely in how they are played, the number of players on a team, and in the rules they are played by. Many of these sports are divided by gender, with the exception of horse racing, played according to strict rules, making them differ significantly from the traditional martial arts of the past. With the likelihood that the number of people engaging in these sports will continue to increase in the years ahead, the Imperial Sports Association hopes to play a vital role in improving these sports, refining the rules they are played by, and spreading awareness of them so that they can be enjoyed by an even larger number of people. By the Imperial Sports Association. Okay, so we can't really cook with anyone, like, right now. Alright, so I did say we will read Elliot's group, the council president, and Crow's, and then switch off. Oh, so this is where you are. Wow, when you guys study, you two don't mess around. Well, no better motivator than fear, right? Our exams start tomorrow, and we got to know our orbital science. I want to make sure I study as much as I possibly can before then. There's no such... Excuse me. Dude, what is with my throat today? Like... Yeah, like, I'm feeling... Okay, like... I'm kind of feeling something, like, around my throat when I'm trying to speak and stuff. I actually noticed this when I was having dinner earlier. Maybe did I not drink enough water? I mean, no, I don't think it was a case of just drinking enough water or not, because, I mean, I've been drinking plenty during the day. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll just keep reading on. There's no such thing as too prepared. Besides, this is our last chance to get a full day of studying in. How about Irene? Up for one last marathon study session? Sure, I'll join you guys for a while. Oral science isn't quite my forte anyway. In that case, let's get started with the basics. Sounds good to me. So, orbital energy is generated by septium, right? And it differs from other types of energy in that it replenishes itself over time. It's hard to imagine what life would be like without it. Orbital energy is in everything. Lighting, railways, telephones, battle orbments. That segues nicely into our next topic. Let's talk battle orbments. Their first key feature is their portability. The second is their ability to synchronize with their user, allowing them to easily use orbital arts. Magic for the everyman. Feature 3 is their flexibility. A battle orbment's capabilities can change dramatically based on the course within. That summary... oh, dude, my freaking throat, dude. Dude, okay, I'm very sorry for like all these mutings and interruptions, but man. What is with my throat today? It's not that it hurts or anything, or it's like not really feeling strained. It's just, every time I try to speak for an extended amount of time, it's like always something gets caught in my throat. And no, it's not like the usual like congestion or whatever, just like, I don't know. Like, this is really bothering me because like I'm trying to get into the groove here, but with all this reading. Alright, let's continue. See, that summary would have been more perfect if we read it out of the textbook. That's our Marcus. I can't believe you could rattle all that off without even stopping to think. If you already have the basics down, are you just trying to help me instead of focusing on what you really need to study? No, it's not that. Reciting the information I've learned like this helps it stick in my memory. It might look flashy, but this is really productive studying for me too. Well, everyone needs a method. As I said earlier, it's not possible to be too prepared. And while we still have a lot of ground to cover in our Opal Science review, I would appreciate it if you would help me study for a few others when we're done. Of course. I'd be happy to. Really, well, thanks. Reen, Marcus, and Ellie continue their Orbital Science studies, feeling much more confident about the exam every minute. That's only 100? Thanks for helping us study, Reen. Hopefully we'll both do. Hey, Ice Cream, thank you for the host. How was stream? Were you playing Monster Hunter? I'm doing a lot of reading right now, because it's midterm time. We've gotten to the point as a society where orbits are pretty much an essential part of our daily lives. It can't hurt to have a firm grasp on all their uses and applications. Hey, Nasu. Let's get Monhan. Hey. Alright, and let's reload that save. So, just for everyone coming in, it is almost midterm time in this game. And right now, we have 3 bond points as you see in the top right corner. And we have 6 groups of people to talk to study for our exams. I've already done a lot of the busy work with talking to all of the NPCs strewn about. Now I gotta make my choice about who it is I want to talk to. And I've made my choice already. So, actually, oh no, you can't see my cursor on this menu here, but basically we're gonna talk with half of them, reload just because like I want to see what their scenes talk about, and then we'll commit for the other half so that we can progress and seal those points in basically. And next one will be with the council president. And who is up on the 3rd floor of the student union building. A 2nd floor of the student union building, down the hallway. Oh, hi Reen. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine, but these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous. Ah, first years, how innocent. It doesn't help that military academies don't have a lot of subjects other schools don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true, combat studies and military science to name too. Oh, you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics exam too. Why is that? Well, it's mustache man subject. That's not a very nice thing to call Vice Principal Heinrich Angie. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculously hard exam. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand studying for it, if you're free at least? Are you sure? Of course. You're always helping me out, right? Political economics is Toa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Oh, come on! You can't do this to me. How goes the Hero Legends? It's going well right now. We're just doing a lot of reading and I'm having fun with it. Well, if you're offering, I really appreciate it. I sure am. Let's get started then. Thus, Rina and Toho's study session began. Most of the stuff I was unsure about makes a lot more sense now. That's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs too. For an exam? Yeah, the vice principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing he'd put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard. Oh, he's one of those instructors. Get it wrong and get lectured at it, or get lectured at for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws. Ah, the Financial Transactions Act from last year is one of the best known, I suppose. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risks when selling them stocks or securities. A number of people have suffered massive losses by buying shares lately, so it was passed to keep people informed. Oh, so that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act. Then there's the Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that. And then there's the Provisional Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you could think of. In other words, a fancy name for the much reviled tax increases. They're being enacted in the provinces, almost doubling land and business tax. Doubling? You've probably at least heard about them. I have, yeah. Seemed like a pretty major topic back in Celtic. If he's going to set a question about a recent law, it's probably going to be about one of these three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you've really helped me out. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all your help. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks, I will. Huh. The Imperial Provisions Act, or no, Provisions? No, oh fuck. So basically, Transportation Act for car accidents. Something about the stocks and telling people what the risks are before selling them shares and stuff. And then, what was it? Cars, stocks, and the taxes, which are recent. Oh boy. Actually, do they get marked off on... Oh, so it's permanently recorded in the, oh shit. Oh no. So I wonder how they're going to do this. I wonder if they're going to score you based on like whether or not you've like committed a bond point to each person with their particular area. Or if you'll get your grade by actually memorizing stuff, regardless of who you studied with. Oh boy, oh boy. Hey there, Rain, what's up? Hold on, let me guess. You were studying away nice and diligently when your opal lamp suddenly went out. Swing and a miss. You two seem pretty relaxed despite how close midterms are getting. Who do you think you're talking to? I know better than anyone that it's pointless to start studying this late in the game. How's that working out for you? Girl's actually pretty good when it comes to the practical stuff. Survival skills, first aid, all those kinds of things. Really? See? All the stuff you don't need to study for. But if you're feeling shaky about any of it, I'm happy to teach you a thing or two. Sure. Sure, I'll take you up on that. Wait, you serious? The idea of Crow teaching anyone anything is a little unnerving. Were you just joking? That's cool. Might as well show you the ropes. Will we borrow a chair or two, George? Go for it. And so Crow passed all of his knowledge on to Reen. And that about sums up what they'll be testing you first years on. Probably make sure you've got CPR down too. I do actually need to brush up on that. Do you think it'll come up? It's only one of the most basic things anyone would expect out of a Thor student, so it wouldn't hurt to know. Right, here's how it goes. If you find someone who's collapsed, first up is checking whether or not they're conscious. If they're unconscious, it's safe to assume that they're in trouble. Next, you're probably gonna want to shout for help. You're not gonna want to try and do this on your own, right? The more people you got helping you out, the better their chances are to survive. That makes sense. Next up is making sure they're breathing. If they aren't, something's weird about the way they are. It's CPR time. This basically involves giving them a repeated combination of chest compressions and rescue breaths. You need to keep this up until their pulse and breathing return. Got it? Don't give up until the very end. Understood. This seems like the kind of person I can count on in a jam. I guess George was right about him being good at practical stuff. Now all I've got to do is put it into practice. If you see a girl in need, you better get right in there. Yeah. Of course. When she wakes up and sees you save the life, instant fireworks. Your hands and lips are on the right spot already. The hands are in the right spot, huh? Oh boy. Every time I think anything positive about you, and you go say something like that. Oh well, this was useful though. Thanks for taking the time to teach me. Good luck, my son. Go out there and get some good grades for me. Bro. Okay, hold on. Let me get more of my drink. Actually, what does it say in the, Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. That should be enough to cover you for now. Huh. Maybe I should get you to treat me to something else if you do well. Ooh. Increased potency of heal items. Okay, we got a new Master Quartz. EP charge 2. Oh, we got some new stuff here. Tira. Burn. Sleep. Saintly Force. Defense and strength. Cure stat down. Oh. Well then. You know, I'm just gonna make one of these right away. Oh, actually, no, wait. I gotta reload first because I don't want to commit for this. I was like, wait a second, something doesn't seem right about what I'm doing. Oh, what? So I can't like... Ah. So I can't like go to them just yet. Okay. So first up, I'm gonna go with Elisa and Laura. You know, I love how they still have their Mishi plushes. Oh, you can't equip them right now. God damn. Oh, are you two studying? Lisa probably met up with Laura because she was worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. It's probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams like right in a row like this. Laziness could very well be tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reen? Sure. I'd love to. The exam's supposed to be focused on the basics of illustration, right? You got it. Let's get started. How about you ask the first question, Reen? Sure. Okay, first question. Elisa, what is a design? I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way light hits its subject. You think correctly. So Laura, what exactly is a sketch? A sketch portrays its subject roughly, with very little in the way of detail. I suppose it can be likened to an early first draft of a drawing. That's right. Sketches and designs are basically two sides of the same coin, since both are used to start a painting. The big difference is that designs usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. Well, there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? That would be... How do you pronounce that? Croquis? I assume the S is silent. That would be croquis, I believe. You two know your stuff, but maybe that just means we should be using harder questions to study with. Let me see if I can find some. Hey Reen, if you want, I can ask the next set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me a minute here and find you a really good one. Well, if you insist. Maybe we should have expected this. He really is a kind-hearted person. Design, sketch, and croquis? The non-martial arts aren't exactly my forte, so a little extra studying might be in my best interest. I mustn't get distracted by other issues. So there is something on her mind then. Thanks for joining us. Having you around really helped us out today. Don't worry about it, Lisa. I could say the same for you. Laura seems fine now too. I'm not really sure what was with her earlier. I wonder... Oh, I didn't say anything. Anyway, hopefully all this hard work will pay off once we actually take those exams. Fingers crossed. Oh. Lords was founded with the hope of training up students to excel with both pen and the sword. I want to perform to my full potential on these midterms, so I can't afford to let other issues cloud my concentration. Other issues. Good luck with your exams. You're not going to outscore me with all the studying I've been doing, but good luck nonetheless. Alright, now the student union. Are the two of you going over Erebonian history? I can't memorize things like this. Guess it's all pointless. Fee, that seems a little harsh. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Reen? I'm sure it will make studying more enjoyable for Fee too. That sounds like a good idea to me. The exam's going to be focused on the War of the Lions, right? That's right. Shall we start from the beginning then? After that, Dracos gathered soldiers in the North Highlands, and in the year 952 of the Septian calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Excellent! Well done, Fee! I guess it stuck. Incidentally, the war came to an end in July of that year, which is next month, so that's easy to remember. They say it was raining in Heimdall that day, but legend has it that the moment Emperor Draco stepped into the city, the rain stopped. Ah, that's neat. Yeah, that seems like a story that'll stick in my memory. You're a pretty good teacher, aren't you? Well, I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it that much easier for the material to stick in your memory. Interesting, so that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this off then? Please. Reen stayed with Emma and Fee for a while longer, making sure they knew their Erebonian history back to front. I can't really memorize this kind of stuff. Remembering where I've planted explosives and stuff's easy though. Sorry to say, but I don't think that's going to show up on our midterms. Dang, well, this was a decent change of pace. Thanks. Aww. that seems to have been a rewarding study session for Fee. Thank you, Reen. I hope we do, or both do well on the exams. So War of the Lions, 952 of the Septian calendar. Questions involving years seem to really come up, blah blah blah. Okay. Alright. Bets on whether or not I actually remember this. Alright. Now for the boys. Oh, are the two of you studying military science? Looks like you guys are tearing through things though, or two. More or less. You caught us just as we've reached a section of military symbols. Care to join us? Consume a study point, and afterward the time of day will advance to evening and the main story will proceed. Sure, couldn't hurt. I didn't know a thing about military science until we've entered the academy, so I'm not feeling terribly confident. It's not as though most schools teach military, how do you pronounce that? Hold on. Let me mute this real quick while I get... Okay. How to pronounce this word. Minutia. You know, I always find it funny how Google, when you try to like find pronunciations, they have a American pronunciation and they have a British pronunciation, just those two. So the American one on Google says what was it? Minutia, but then British is minutiae. Huh. Minutiae or minutiae? Minutiae. Huh. Yeah, like I'm just kind of looking around, like other. I just say minutia going forward. It's not as though most schools teach military minutiae alongside literature and math. So, we're all in the same boat here. Either way, we'd be happy to have another person to paddle. Have a seat. Then, let's begin. Map marking symbols are used to represent an assortment of different units and formations. This is a symbol for infantry. Okay, so rectangle with a cross, or a crossed rectangle. Green. Try to draw the symbol for headquarters from memory. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's this. What the fuck? So it's a rectangle with just a single line on the top. Guys, think you can draw the symbol for an armored troop? Sure, this should be it. Because the circle denotes the, like, little, okay, what's that part of, the tank called? With that, like... With the part of it that, like, turns and stuff to fire the cannon or whatever? What's that part called? I never actually thought about the technical terms. But, you know, that part, that's what that... Oh, the turret? Oh, was it just turret? Oh, okay. I was like, Bretzy. But yeah, so the oval represents the turret of a tank. Now I have one for you. What does this symbol mean? Huh, what the fuck? What does that mean? So wait, how does a cross indicate infantry? Unless like, they just said fuck and just threw out a random symbol and go, this is what it means. Wait, but what was it? I get like armored vehicles, that one makes sense. What does like this M shape mean? Okay. What does it... So one is infantry, one is headquarters, one is armored. Would this be like... Would this be like obstacles or something that... Or would this mean like obstacles on the field? Cause like, you can imagine this as like a fence? No, they would have like a different symbol, right? Not a rectangle? Oh, I give up. That's engineer, right? Engineer? You got it. How is this engineer? Oh, there's so much to memorize for this class, and the fact that we're going in blind makes it even worse. These seem like the raw basics too. Given that not all of us will end up involved with the military, it does seem a little excessive. But bear in mind that our military science class is to teach us how to deal with harsh situations efficiently. In that sense, there's plenty to learn even if we never find ourselves in a battlefield. That's probably why it's mandatory. If we could save our lives, we owe it to ourselves to do well. Agreed. Let's see. Eustace, Gaius, and Reen stayed together for a while longer, continuing to test each other on military science. Level up.